Who else needs a cleanse right now? So Diddy has been found not guilty on the most serious charges in his federal trial, RICO and trafficking. However, he was found guilty on both counts tied to transportation of workers across state lines under the Mann Act. So for that, he faces up to 10 years in prison, though many believe he may only receive time served or a reduced sentence of a few years. Now, this verdict has deeply affected public morale. Many feel it sends a toxic message that those who mistreat women can still walk free. But I say this, think again. If you're someone who believes this gives you a license to continue to abuse women or to abuse your power, you are sadly mistaken. The government will, without hesitation, put you under the jail. Diddy has maintained his innocence and has been found not guilty on most of the charges. The system worked how it did. But do not ignore the fact that Diddy has money, he has power, and he has access. He had the resources to hire some of the best legal minds in this country. The average citizen does not have that. So for the record, I personally believe he should have been found guilty on the Cassie trafficking count. That case was strong in my opinion. As for the Jane Doe charge, I can understand the jury's reasonable doubt. In RICO, while I could technically see how the government made its case, philosophically, I admit it was complicated, and for some, an overreach. Still, I strongly believe Diddy should serve some time, some years in prison, but not life, and not asset seizure, which I've always felt would be excessive. But years, yes, because accountability still matters. And this brings me to a larger point. We really need to normalize not turning celebrities into gods. We, the public, often forget most of us don't know these people personally. So when people say, oh, he would never do that, or she could never, I have to ask you, how do you know that? What we know are personas, carefully crafted images sold to us through music, through television, through interviews and branding. With this situation, we knew Diddy or Puff Daddy, the mogul, the entertainer, the vibe. That was a curated performance. But we don't know Sean Combs, the man. And the man behind the persona may very well be capable of terrible things. It's heartbreaking because we become seemingly attached to these personas. They feel like they are a part of our lives. For many of us, their music or their shows shaped entire seasons of our personal joy in life. So when they fall, it feels like a part of our past has fallen too. But that's why we must learn to separate the art from the man or woman. You can appreciate the work, the memories, even the inspiration, but don't confuse that with knowing the person. We know the image. We do not know the individual. And we need to normalize that. Now, my thoughts and prayers go out to any and all victims out there. Continue to have the courage to speak out. But that's my show for today. I'm Stacey Brewer. Let me know your thoughts below. Peace.